And here we are! Welcome to another episode of Charismatic Mystery. Tonight we're playing the module Curses Draw about a change transform, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark the RPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. With me I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Lady Alira, our half of a Megan, played by Yuli. Woo! Welcome!
I am definitely Tatiana, I can explain.
We got a Martha, our Cheshire Warlock, played by Cookie. Hello, welcome.
It's so shiny.
So sunny. Next of the Starter Deeply Bar, played by Adrian. Hello, welcome.
Hello, everyone has a lot of shampoo in their hair, it looks like.
Wow. We got Thad the Shad, our Genasi Rogue, played by Woodgod. Hello, welcome.
Oi! I think we're gonna be fine.
Oi!
Oi.
Oi!
Oh, yourself.
What happened
Oi.
last time, gang? During depression, flashbacks, and sunny fields, question mark.
Who wants to take this one?
I
can
can
do
do it. Yeah, but
I'll do it.
I can do it. Oh.
Okay, you didn't. You didn't.
I'll
you
do
wanted to do
it.
it last week. Well,
Yeah,
you
go
wanted
ahead,
to do it
Wood.
last week, but
Come on,
then
new guy.
didn't.
Wood, come on, new guy.
Somebody
Do
do
it.
it.
Wood,
Somebody
new
do
guy.
it.
Wait, who?
You're new guy.
Just go. Someone take the initiative.
Everyone holding
We
this.
started last week
Okay, cool.
with a literal bang as a body of the abomination that was once Mirko exploded in a storm of rolling meat and stomach acids. The party decided to have a little pep talk with Dmitri, who is currently drowning himself in self-pity. Of course, the pep talk being a huge slap in the face to everyone's perfect professional slapper, Nyx, of the Vistani. After some actual pep talk, we do not manage to get him out of the super, since Dmitri believes all is lost and they won't be able to succeed to survive coming winter. The party sets off to Fidatov? How do you...
Fidatov. Fidatov is it.
Fidatov estate in hopes of finding some solution to Kresk's problems. While traveling to the estate, there was a lot of recaps going on from Illyria and Nyx to Thad and Hermatia, and basically explained most of what happened.
I hope you
And then the party
appreciated all my
approaches-
pictures, by the way, during that. I was like, ooh, and then move this, and move
that was
that, and
really
then arrow to
good.
that.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
Very interactive. And then the party approached a wall of thick fog, and they went through it, and they seem to have stepped into the sun, which is weird because they're in Barovia. And then they walked forward with their cart, and they seemed to meet people who were smiling and happy, which was even weirder than having the sun out. And so they continued going, and then they reached the estate, and they met Lady Merlina, who greeted them, and specifically Illyria calling her Tatiana and saying that she's going to be wed today. Plot twist.
Thank you very much. Alright, let's get into this, huh?
I almost always imagine Tatiana as just being Illyria with like a mustache and glasses.
No, I mean, Illyria is just Tatiana with shorter hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Tatiana. It's so nice to meet you.
Actually,
You all got vision, y'all?
Yeah!
Yes, I'm gonna have you center the thing. Yes, perfect.
Oh, yep.
Okay, it has been a very strange 30 minutes or so since you stepped through that light scattering veil. The fake sunlight, the welcoming Barovians, the red brick manor house, the rude greeting by the head servant Taltus of the Fidatov estate when he learned that you came from Kresk, and then the lady of the house, a rapid change in her demeanor, from the cold shoulder to the ecstatic confusion. Lady Marilena Fidatov does not exceed your belly buttons in height, but she carries a presence that is larger than what her stature would seem. Her orangey reddish hair is up in an intricate hairdo, but seems to make her head 3 times as large. Her dress goes from a daffodil jello to a deep grape red, a tight corset and forest green, and upper bodies of a brown maroon with details in golden brocade and delicate lace. Her sleeves are puffed, every edge is bordered with lacy lace, her hands are covered by unstained white gloves, her button is 3 times the size by layers of fabric and a crinoline, and her face is beautifully enhanced by tasteful makeup. She also has a quite risque cleavage covered by plump bone-white pearls, for which in the center hangs an immense green emerald, glittering with the opulent sparkle of hundreds of gold coins. Your surroundings are equally tasteful as this luxurious gnome. Intricate wooden floor and walls, a grand brass chandelier above your heads, an intricate woven turquoise carpet underneath your feet, and magical light softly lights up every corners of this well-appointed manor. You all feel a little bit underdressed for the occasion. Now you have another strange development in front of you. Lady Mariana rushed towards Illyria, or should I say Tatiana, with a healthy blush on her cheeks, asking why in the name of all things proper would she be dressed like that, have her hair like that, and be here on the night of her wedding. How will you all respond?
Nyx looks at Illyria with a curious smile and says, "Yes, Illyria, what are you doing here on the night of your wedding?"
Illyria?
Tatiana.
Well, it is quite important that you maybe lend an ear to my companions.
Lend an ear? Lend an ear? Do you have some second thoughts? And she takes like your hands in hers and she's like looking at you with like large eyes, looking very concerned, compassionate.
Oh. No, I am not. This was just quite important, and I had to step in. So maybe we want to talk somewhere a bit more comfortable.
Oh, I am so sorry. Your sudden arrival at my doorstep. I mean, I'm having a little You know, Artemis is of course up by the castle. I mean, thank you so much for inviting him anyway for your grand. But it wasn't. There's a lot of, the inner court up there, so I wanted to make sure that everyone else. I mean, are you worried that I'm not there tonight? Is that where you're coming?
Well,
Oh.
I
Oh,
just
no, wait,
I just
I need to
wanted
talk it.
to
Okay.
at least
I'm
see
sorry.
you.
Come here, take this hat. And she takes you. I can get a little bit overcome, baby. This is a strange situation, Lady Tatiana. Come with me.
Oh God.
Aw, shit, here we go again.
And she pushes open the doors.
Literally, the only thing I know about Tatiana is that she killed herself at her wedding.
Ah!
She was mortally injured, I suppose.
Oh.
But make it up. Yes, that's Nyx.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh god, that's a
In
lot
his
of
hat
people.
of disguise. And she takes you with her into this like grand foyer that has this open arch that leads into what seems to be a ballroom. There's some music playing from a harp and a piano in the back. There are some very probably nobles standing around in the room. They are dressed for the occasion. They all have this cocktail, in their hand. And their shatter kind of down and stare at you. And first there's this expression of, who is this ragged person coming into our party? And then they realize it's freaking Lady Tatiana, and they immediately clear their face of their judgmental looks, and their eyebrows shoot into their hairline, and then quite fumbling kind of bows comes as followed. I put together a little soirée for all, the non-vampires of the land. I mean, you ought to recognize most of them here.
Yeah, of course.
Come to my personal boudoir this way. I know this is not really I mean, we didn't stop at any expense when it comes to our manor, but I'm sorry if it might seem a little bit rustic to you.
I think it's quite nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who are all these friends?
Oh,
Should they come with us, or do you want them to stay in the...
yes, they can come with us.
Have they traveled far? I really don't want their boots to stain my carpets. It's fine, of course. Anyone who is a friend of Lady Tatiana is a friend of mine, of course.
Illyria somewhat awkwardly looks at her own boots.
I will try not to walk on the carpet.
We will try to not dirty your carpets too much. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I mean, what cannot a little prestidigitation fix,
I mean, I'm sure he can take care of that if you want. And it just kind of like looks over towards Nyx and.
Oh, is it a new manservant? This is pretty cute.
Nyx doesn't know prestidigitation.
Uh,
I can guidance the hell out of the cleaner, though.
Welcome, this is my
Well,
boudoir.
shit.
Please come down, sit here with me, and have your manservant close the door afterwards.
Right.
We should get some privacy. She kind of like gently smacks like this leather, bright turquoise leather sofa, and asks you to sit down.
Illyria just kind of like. We have Casimir with us, right?
Yeah, Casimir is
Oh,
coming
no.
in. She's not really paying any attention to anyone.
Illyria
else
just
when
has
you
this
read
looks at Casimir with just like big like. Holy fucking shit, help me.
that. Casimir only like shrugs his shoulders. And like that's his hand motion of like play along. She tries to be patient, like waits for everyone to close the door. She intended to let you speak first, but then immediately she turns, takes your hand into her lap, and like looks up into your eyes and like, why are you looking like you have traveled for? I mean, doesn't the fitting of your wedding? I mean, I would spend hours on the dress and the makeup. Eating. I mean, you look like you have traveled. Are you not using the teleportation system that we have set up?
It's just some old stuff. I had to take care of something.
Old stuff you need. Wait, do you have a secret affair with somebody? You had to end it before the wedding? Is that it? Ooh, you can tell me.
What?
You can tell me.
No, never.
I mean,
Why would I do that?
Getting both of the Sarovich boys' attention? I mean, that's major. Major, I tell you. I'm sure that everybody is pining after you right now.
I mean,
if it was me, I would use it. No judgment.
No, I'm very happy with Sergey.
Okay, so what did you need to take care of on your day of your wedding? Do you have like a dark secret?
Maybe I do.
How mysterious. Wow, aren't you the gossip creator? This is gonna be major.
So, what was that about with did something happen, like, with you and Cress?
Oh, you don't know? Well, I guess you've been a little bit busy with boys on your end. Well, you know, Dimitri the younger, not Dimitri the older. Oh god, no. You know, Artemis and Dimitri the older, you know, they talked about it and they realized that, you know, a good old-fashioned alliance between our two houses might be a good idea. And then, you know, I might... the thought of Dimitri the younger was a pleasant one, but no, it didn't really live up to my expectations. So I recently broke it off. So we were engaged. So I broke it off. Yeah, he hasn't taken it that well, really. I mean, I'm totally fine, but he not so much.
Oh, I see. So what was the issue? Was it just not there? Or?
I mean, he was just a greedy cunt. That's really it. I don't think he liked me for me. And, you know, I am brilliant. I am beautiful.
How could anybody not like you for you?
Yes! I mean, I understand all this alliance shit going on, but, you know, now with the Sarovich Empire in here in Inkarnate, I'm sure there's some kind of advantageous alliance out there to be made with somebody that is both handsome and likes me for me. And, you know, he's a half-elf, you know, and, well, if he did... He might have risen through the ranks and was turned into a vampire, but then he would live longer than I would, and I would die, and that wouldn't like that either. I mean, I really want somebody that feels equal, okay?
Yeah, I can understand that.
I don't really want a spouse that is looking like he's 5 feet from the grave, whilst I'm, you know, still looking like this.
Of course. So I assume you won't be sending any more food to Crest then?
I mean, I guess I have to. I mean, St. Markovia is there, and they're giving us the water, you know. So... And, I mean, Artemis still has an alliance strong with Dimitri the older, so I'm just gonna stay out of Dimitri the younger's, you know, way as much as possible. I don't want to make it awkward. But I guess we will have to meet at some point. There's gonna be some official gatherings. But, you know, I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me.
I mean, I think you can keep it professional.
Yes, I mean, I will. But I'm more worried about him. Will he be able to keep it professional? Because from what I've heard, he's quite devastated.
I'm sure he'll get over it. He's grow up at some
Hope
point.
so.
Yes.
Jeez. I mean, there's Miruna out there, you know, from Beres. She hasn't married. That would work, but when I give him to her, I don't know. Maybe if they fancy each other. But still, I am so confused, Lady Tatiana. Like, why?
Have you noticed anything strange recently?
Strange? Strange?
Yeah, I'm actually here because I was worried about some news that I got about some trouble here.
Trouble?
Yes, something seems to be not quite right. I mean, if somebody played a prank on me, that would be a quite terrible prank. I was really worried.
She leans back a little bit, looks at all of you in the room, and then looks to Casimir. Oh, just a term of wood elf. I didn't see you. I'm so sorry. My apologies. She turns back to you. No, darling. Nothing is going on. I mean, we are storaging all the food for the official parade through Karnas, just as, you know, the Emperor wants us to. Everything is going according to plan. Is this You are delaying the wedding, aren't you? Do you need me to come up with an excuse? Do you need more time?
No, I can't. I just, you know, I have this feeling that something terrible is going to happen.
Well, then I am the first to hear it. But do you know? It's just a feeling, or do you have some kind of...
Yeah, just a feeling, but I'll go through. I mean, it's a dream come true, right?
I mean, Sergei is quite dreamy. It depends upon what you like. I mean, Emperor Strahd has always been more of the assertive kind of deal, but if you want the sweeter one, the little bit more emotional, sensitive, vulnerable one, yeah. Sergei is a cat. I mean, you will also be like a princess of the Empire, girl.
Yeah, that I will be.
That's a catch. Dream come true. Maybe it's too good. Is that why you're worried? Is that you just have a feeling in your stomach that is just too good, or what?
I mean, maybe. I mean, you know, my rise was quite the unusual one, wasn't it? But
That's not true. From a provincial little, you know, vampire baron soldier to the position you're in now, yeah, that's true. Meteoric rise.
I was just gonna make sure everything is alright here. And I'm gonna find whoever played that prank on me.
Prank? Has somebody played a prank?
Well, I was worried about you.
Oh, well, that's very kind. But here you have all the people is at the castle right now, like all of them. If they are not there, they're here with me. And those are here with me as significantly less important than those that are up there.
Yeah, yes, I shouldn't, like, shouldn't stay here for too long, and she just kind of, like, looks towards the others and sort of, like, gives, like, a little, like, questioning look, like, what do we do here,
And you got
guys?
the even actress, Elsa von Twitterberg up there. I mean, I would die to meet her. I'm such a fan.
Honestly, if I have to listen to her for any longer than I already have.
Wait, are you telling me that she's like conceited and like completely overcome her own fame? What
No,
has she said
she's
anything?
just-
What has she done? Tell me, baby.
She's
Spill the
you know, she has quite the personality.
I assume you know these entertainer kind of types.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
Ooh, who's on their arm tonight? I've heard sometimes she has two on her arm. Who is the victim tonight?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Maybe she's looking for a new one.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't offered any refreshments. I'm sure that one of the servants can offer their neck to you.
No, I don't think that will be necessary.
Are you sure? They're there for you if you need it.
No, that won't be necessary.
Alright. Well, you're welcome to stay here, honey, for as long as you would require.
Thank
if
you.
you don't want to go to your wedding tonight, that's fine too. Just if somebody from the castle comes down here is very angry and thinks that I kidnapped you, at least say that you're here on your own volition.
I will make sure you don't get in trouble for kidnapping.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're
my
the
lady.
best.
I try to be. And I'm having a little soirée. I'm being a little bit rude to my other guests being in here.
Of course, I don't want to keep you.
But
Just need to compose myself for a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. And if you need anything from my wardrobe, oh wait, you're a little bit. I'm sure we can find something from maybe Lady Maruna's closet, maybe even Mistress Swilova.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
You have your guests to attend to.
You look very threadbare, honey. And feel free to use any of my makeup or my perfumes or anything like that.
Of course,
Yes.
Thank you.
And tell me if you need anything. And
Of course.
Yeah, just take
Thank
your time.
you.
Take your time. Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
thank you.
Thank you. And she steps up, walks over here, looks at Ismark, gives you a little bit like of an up and down, and she looks like she enjoys what she's seeing, but then moves her hand to the side, like, move away, peasant, from my way.
I kind of like do so, but I kind of she's short.
She's
I
very
wonder if
short.
I could like lean down and try and like whisper something to her, just really briefly, as she's passing by. I say, Lady Tatiana is not doing so well, and she came here specifically for you. She knows that you'll be able to help her out. She just is too proud to say anything. You know how it is.
Oh dear. So there is something going on.
Yes, but it might need some of your wonderful charm that everyone knows so well.
That's bucket full where that comes from, but I will be back in just a short while, and tell me what's going on.
I will try and console her whilst you are gone.
Perfect.
She's gonna think you're my side.
Perfect. She pats you kind of on the hip. A good servant. And moves to the door and opens it and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry for the wait. Where were we? Yes, we're gonna play some cards. Please, bring up
Illyria?
your purses. We're gonna gamble big tonight." And she closes the door behind her.
Illyria's just gonna like lean back. It's like, ugh.
So, what?
I just tried to tell her something, and we can figure out what exactly we want to do.
I mean, we are in pretty sad phase Barovia. So apparently we're like,
Yes.
what, 600 years in the past now?
We don't know that to be true. If it is a go back in the past kind of deal, or if they are just reliving the past every day.
What is this? Nix, can you detect the magic here or anything? Is it like an illusion or is it an
Yeah, I
actual...
was wondering about that.
Sure, but try and keep in mind that we're here to resolve the trade problems with Kresk if we can at all. It's not just a perplexing thing, but we have a
Well,
reason to be
I
here.
mean,
But I will.
yes, as far as we know, they still plan on sending food to St. Markovia and getting water, so...
Are they trading with this version of Barovia? That doesn't seem right. You know...
It's been years since they've had
It
any.
has been centuries.
No, I know, but I mean, if they're saying they are about to send it, they're clearly not. So if that's
Yes.
the case, then this, whatever it is that is causing them to be trapped here, is not going to help anyone. So if we want to help Kresk, we have to resolve how this bubble got to be here
That's
and
why we
break it.
need to figure it out. What
The
if
only
we
way we
break
can-
it and everybody, like, withers away?
I mean, we don't know the whole story of what's going on here.
We
First
need to figure out what's going on here.
Yes, first order of business should be us understanding what exactly is this. If it's just an illusion, that means they all go poof the moment we break the spell. So...
I could try
Right.
to just come clean about it, but we would probably just get thrown out.
Oh, you come clean about what? No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, no, I'm not Tatiana. I'm Tatiana from the
I'm
future.
actually
also
a
reincarnated.
reincarnation from, like, what,
Sure.
5 centuries in the future?
Perfectly believable story. So, maybe one of us should go scouting or something. First of the business should be finding any problem or cause, or maybe we go to the center, maybe we find some sort of a little hole in the spell and exploit it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm. First things first, I'm gonna take a look around the room, see if I see anything weird. Touch the walls. The walls seem solid. Everything seems solid and
Weird.
physical.
Well, there's a lot of objects on top of the like the little makeup station that you have no idea what they are.
That's fair.
But the wall seems like walls. You can see your reflection in the mirror. The cabinets are containing real things. There's some clothes in there. There's some towels, some other things for the makeup table, emergency drinks. You know, all the important things.
Does the floor look clean?
It looks immaculate.
Okay, Hamatia is going to take her finger and just rub it on the floor and see if any dust covers.
Her hand? No dust.
Yeah, just, no dust at all?
No dust.
Okay.
There's also a painting by the far wall. That seems to be a painting of the manor with the surrounding fields and the sun. It's very idyllic, very picturesque.
And it doesn't look old or anything, doesn't look withered, just looks normal.
It looks normal. I mean, the painting wasn't painted yesterday, for sure.
Right.
But it's not like centuries old, no.
Okay. Well, what do you say we go a little exploring?
One moment, please. Casimir, you seem awfully quiet. Is there anything that, at this point, you have noticed? You tend to be quite the observer.
I'm sorry. All of this is bringing back some memories. It's too real.
Okay, good for you, but what memories are these? Hopefully not too bewildering. Speak up.
Barovia that I arrived to centuries ago. Before the mist. It reminds me of that, and it's memories I don't want to think about.
Right. Cool.
Hopefully empathetic of you, Nix. I'm going to let Sol out of his little soul pocket.
Whee!
Hey, Sol. I have a special reconnaissance mission for you.
Do I get to murder somebody at the end of it?
Maybe.
Oh. Corporate soul! Reporting
Yes.
for duty!
So, I am going to send you out this little window, and you are going to search. So look, and she points him to the window, and she makes sure he sees every, like, the whole sunny field kind of thing. So you see how pretty it is?
What incarnation? Have we come to hell?
No. I'm afraid we are in purgatory. And we want to find a way out. So, your mission is to look for anything that looks shady or out of place. And the moment you do see something or someone that looks like it,
I see something!
what do you see?
The light.
Oh, yes, that's the sun. Apparently.
Oh, there's more over there!
Yes.
And over there?
Private Soul.
I'm doing my job! Over there!
Okay, so look for anything that might look normal in Barovia.
Okay.
You know, any blood or shattered corpses or anything like that. Or people with shady motivations.
Tuesday
doing
things.
bad magics, yes. The moment you find someone like this, you report them back to me, and we go ahead and have a little conversation with them.
Okay. I'm just pointing out. It's not because I'm weak. Okay, it's just because I don't prefer to do it, but I need you to open the window for me.
Of course. I'll let you. And Hamatia opens the window and gives Private Soul
cannot
her
open the
private...
You cannot open the window.
Shit. Okay, let's wait on that. But you have your orders. The moment we find a window, we'll do it, okay?
Did you just assume?
Is it locked or is it just a panel?
Doesn't seem to have any mechanism to open.
Is it... Can I slide it?
There's no mechanism to open it. It just seems solid.
What is the point of a window if you can't open it? Ovians are dumb, even 600 years ago.
To let the light in.
Yes, but what good is the light if you can't go outside? That's like...
That's what doors are for.
Yeah, use the door.
Yeah, so I'll use the door later. I just don't understand this design philosophy. Anyway, Private Soul, your mission is on standby. And she gives him the... Like, they probably have like a secret handshake salute.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So-
sirree. Now, this brave soldier looking for blood is gonna go back doing the most important thing: sleep.
Good night, Soul.
Night.
Okay, not so for now, but the moment we get an opportunity, I'm going to send him scouting, and if he sees anything, we'll have a talk with them.
I mean, we're servants of Lady Tatiana. We could probably wander around here.
Yes, by the way,
Probably, yes.
everyone, please refer to me as Helena. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Lena.
I'm just that. I don't think there's a reason to hide it if they're an illusion. to be
Well-
frank.
I mean,
And if the...
I
I go
don't know
home.
if this place can be an illusion.
I mean, it is physical, and I can't find any holes in the illusion as of now. So we might assume it's some sort of a... Nix, can you use your Nick sense?
Hey,
Can you use
what?
your Nick senses to detect what sort of magic are we dealing here with?
You know, it's not really Nick senses. It is an actual spell I cast.
It's boring. Can you do it?
I'm able to cast spells, but of course, it's just a question of what is the priority here. I mean, our host just up and left us, and I'm curious as what's going on out there.
Oh my god, there seems
I
to be
mean,
some kind of fan coming from your end.
one.
Thank you.
I think it's what good.
This would be-
I can sneak out, but someone will have to take my place.
I just want to listen just a little bit.
I
Creak
mean,
open the door.
you can do that.
I'll creak open the door just to see if I can hear what's going on outside.
Okay. Creak open the door. Well, you hear the fancy piano and the harp. There is actually a gathering on the ballroom floor where who has her back to you currently Lady Marilena is like questioned by the other guests why Lady Tatiana is in her house. And Lady Marilena is like trying to push the conversation like away from it. It's like it's her business. Everything is okay. She's gonna come out soon. Don't worry about it. And she's like answering questions and dodging to answering certain other ones. There seems to be 3 male voices and 3 female voices besides Marilena.
There's nothing like other than that conversation about asking why Tatiana's here.
They're a little bit worried about what the repercussions would be, seeing as the wedding is at Castle Ravenloft, where there's a huge gathering of really important vampires. But Lady Maria kind of like calms everyone down and gestures for them to sit down for that game of card that were on the itinerary for tonight's festivities.
Card games. Okay, I'll close the door, leave it ajar a little bit, and come back in and say, honestly, it sounds pretty boring out there. I mean, they're trying to get back to what they were planning to do, which is play cards. Why they would invite a bunch of people over to play cards? Maybe that is the way things were done back then. And he gives a side eye to Casimir. I tried to get her to understand that maybe you have something to tell her, Illyria, but whether or not this place is an illusion, I can at least run the spell and double check, but I think here...
I think you should. I'm not entirely sure what I am supposed to tell her.
You need to get some... I don't know. I really don't know. There must have been a reason why what I can only assume is some sort of curse here to keep her going in the past. But who can say without further information?
Well, I mean, I can ask her again.
Okay, well, I will sit here, and he sits down on the vanity table and puts his book down and starts ritually casting Detect Magic.
Ooh, alright. If you do not mind, I would prefer to stay with the cage or in here. This is honestly a bit hard on me.
sure. Unless anybody objects to that.
Can you please tell me again, because I wasn't here.
Oh, he said that this is all very hard for him, and he prefers to stay in here or go back to the carriage.
No, I think you shouldn't go through this.
I see. I will meditate here in the cockney.
Can you wait? You might come back here, and you can't simply go to elf slip right now. Casimir, I understand you. I do, but you know, we already got you in this pickle, so we need to get you out of here. Naturally, you know, we still have the mission, and I don't want you to suffer, but you can't just slip away your problems right now.
Usually works, but all right.
We are right now guests at the home. You don't simply doze off. Someone is hosting you.
Well, thankfully, Lady Magdalena didn't realize that I was the leader of the Saturnal Elves. She thinks I am a member of them. So I am not that important.
Okay, but if you need anything, we're here, okay?
Alright, I will be here.
Have a nice dream.
I will try.
Okay, so what's the plan? What the fuck are we doing?
Well, I can try to see if I can find out anything. I don't know. Maybe she didn't tell us something. Maybe you can try to see if you can pick up on anything. I'm not actually that good at reading people.
I see. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not really good at it either, but
You know, it's a team effort, I guess.
yes, I mean, if everyone is trying to suss her out, I guess one of us might be able to.
God, I wish we'd asked for her here.
Well, I mean, well, yes.
But we can do this. So I can ask her again about strange happenings or any sort of weird things going on.
Is this door slightly ajar?
Yes, yes it is.
I'm going to wake up Saul and send him on his merry way.
Oh, okay. Saul goes, whee!
Go ahead. Oh, you might find. Okay, I send Saul away on a reconnaissance mission. So if he finds anything fishy, he report back to me, and then we'll probably kill it, because that's the way things go. So, let's have a little bet. Maybe we'll have a wager. So what do you think it is? Do you think it's like a malicious ghost? Maybe it's some vengeful deer? No, that doesn't make sense.
Vengeful deer?
Yes. Maybe it got struck by lightning or something because of the curse, and now it enacts its deary vengeance here.
I
Ah,
don't
that's a
think
stretch.
should. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch.
Is there a reflection in the mirror?
Indeed, there is.
Okay.
See your handsome self in it?
Plot twist, Illyria doesn't.
Dum dum dum!
Next.
Shh, I'm doing a ritual here.
Next.
He's doing a ritual.
Oh wait.
So do you want to go outside and talk to her?
I think we should probably wait here until Nix finishes his little magically bubbly.
I mean, I don't want to cause any more of a scene than I already have.
Indeed.
I mean, it's probably only so long before somebody realizes that I have no clue who any of them are.
You just smile and wave, I guess.
Yeah, I think you'll probably be fine for a while, to be honest.
The
I
thing,
can probably get away with saying something along the lines of, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't recall your name," but...
do you think Tatiana was more of the defiant kind or more of the, oh no, you're simply too generous kind?
Honestly, everything I know about Tatiana is from a source I don't think we can trust.
Which is Truddy Daddy.
Don't call him that.
I refuse to call him anything other than that. Okay,
I mean,
so
according...
just don't say anything about yourself, you know? People are really, especially
Yes.
these people, are really self-centered, so...
I mean, according to him, she was a bit of a rebel, but then again, I was also told I was going to marry him, so...
Yeah, I don't think a rebel marries into the most important house of an empire.
I mean, to be honest, your friend over there, she really likes to talk, it seems. So
She does. I can just go along with that.
so as long as you go along with that, I don't think there'll be much problems. And if you feed her the right questions, you might even be able to enlighten us to some.
Well, any idea
Thanks.
for what the right questions might be?
Let's see. So you're to be wed tonight to
Sergey.
Sergey, correct?
It's
right.
late afternoon now, by the way, so
Eh,
quite soon that is happening.
Do you remember when the wedding was?
Oh, sunset.
Sunset.
So I look outside at the window. How close it is to sunset?
About an hour, maybe?
Oh, dear.
So I am about to be wed in an hour.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
How do I
happens
justify
if-
being here when I'm getting married in an hour?
Maybe you're not up to it. Maybe. This is... Maybe. You lost your memories. And that's why you're dressed all weird, because you don't remember anything.
Ooh, maybe you're her secret twin sister, you know, like a Sergey.
And you're in love with Strahd, and you
Strahd,
want to
something.
marry Strahd.
Yes, it's the classic love triangle.
Square.
You know, it's pretty much two parallel lines at this point, but yeah.
Oh, it's a love. Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. There's no hotness in it.
There's no conflict.
Yeah, it's not interesting. Go back to concentrating on your racial nicks.
Marty at some point is gonna end up trying to bring the rest of the party into a love triangle.
Well, as
You
you,
don't
say
know
that...
who Amartya ships and who she doesn't ship.
Well, as you
That
say
she
that...
does ship.
Actually...
Wait, Amartya ships?
She does.
Who?
Or
You don't know.
Till you ask. We need to know. Well, when you actually say that, Nyx's ritual finishes, to your chagrin. Nyx, okay, so, there is some magic around. There is, evocation, enchantment in both of the lights in this room, as well in the chandelier. It looks like it comes from, like, oil and these are candles burning, but they are actually magical, and they in this perpetual state of like just perfect and giving off this constant stable light. The doors seems to have a magical ability to lock themselves if they are placed in that mode. The windows as well seems to have enchantment on them, so there might be some kind of activation or a phrase perhaps, and they will open themselves up. And then there is this more general undertone of magic flowing through this place that is once again very reminiscent to what you felt with the veil. This displacement in time of conjuring what has been lost, and this cycle that this world goes through to stay in this state. Of course, that is laced with like heavy conjuration, transmutation, illusion magic, but it's more of like an undertone through the air. Otherwise than that, it's not anything you didn't expect.
Nix closes his book, a slap, and looks. I mean, Casimir is doing his whole trancy thing. Mm-hmm. Casimir said that these people were locksmiths, right? Something of this line. One thing's for sure, there's plenty of magic around here. They are not candid about having perpetual magic formed, so one thing, for example, is this door right here. It has some magical lock on it. It seems that if we had
this
any
door also has the capacity of having a lock, but is currently not activated. So.
Mm. So undoing these locks is going to be a little bit more than sticking some metal through the keyhole and hoping everything tumbles together. But nothing outside of what I already was feeling. There isn't like massive amounts of illusion around here. It is more the general aspect of the world here.
Right.
So what you see. It's just kind of stuck.
They don't want to tell me that they're living the same day for centuries.
Maybe. Why this night in particular, other than the fact that that long ago was the night that the curse hit Barovia. So something must have happened at this particular point in time to have them do this. At least that's my expectation. I don't think that they have been living here for what they feel has been 500 years, because they're treating Tatiana as though everything is fine when everything is not fine. So if they had been living here for 500 years, they'll be a little bit more concerned. So my theory, I suppose, is that they have been living the same day over and over. But my question is, what happens later on?
What happens to us?
Well, we're not really part of this loop. We are just here.
Well, what happens if we stay here for too long?
Well, I don't know the answer. My
When
current
the loop
suspicion-
turns around.
Right. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've been here just as long as you thought. What do you expect from me?
You was doing your magic shit over there.
Magic isn't like, telling me
Magic
all
is
of the-
magic.
Magic doesn't give all of the answers. It is merely a tool, just like the swords
What good
of
is
yours.
it then? What
I
good
mean,
is it?
I just gave you some answers.
Very
You didn't have
useful
any answers.
tool. We wouldn't have that otherwise.
Okay, so we have a certain loop of of events that we can maybe influence. Question is this like a curse or is it like a spell for preservation? Maybe someone cast it as a last-ditch effort to preserve their old way of life, seeing their coming cataclysm.
Well, this is something much, much bigger than just any spell. If there was someone who could cast this spell, if they were still alive, they would be able to end the world with a snap of their fingers. I think this is more just like Barovia is. You know, it has this perpetual essence.
Hey, but why would this place be like that?
I don't know. I don't know that answer. I don't know exactly what happens during the day, or if we can even influence what happens. The fact that you are here, Tatiana, is likely to not coincide with exactly what happened in the events of the day.
Probably not. I mean, they do seem to be reacting to it. So I assume you have some sort of influence over what goes on here.
Perhaps, but maybe you should... How do you feel about being a little bit more dramatic?
I wasn't sure which direction we were going to take this, but
Well, she's dramatic herself. What if you match her dramatism with your dramatism?
Oh
right.
no!
So what's the story? I got cold feet before the wedding. I want to marry Strahd instead.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe...
Yes!
I have a thing
No,
for
what
my
the-
new manservant.
Maybe duty compels you to marry Sergei, but Strahd is like your actual passionate lover, and you want to make out a lot, and she continues raving.
Or, to be less, wow, I mean, you could just be like, Strahd made a pass at you. Maybe you're feeling unsafe. Maybe you don't feel like you could go to, what's his name? Sebastian?
Sergei.
Sergei. That, you know, his brother made a pass at you, and maybe he
Made
would be
what?
upset. Made a pass at you, like made unsavory advances toward you.
Yeah.
He grabbed your ass.
I just
Whoa.
didn't like hear what you said out of character.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Okay.
try
so
and go
stop
from the
being-
perspective of what would you tell a girlfriend about why you're feeling upset.
She just kind of looks at your dicks for a little while and then just says, "Do I look like I ever had girlfriends?"
Well, you do now.
I mean, maybe if you really want, I can play the part.
No, I can do this.
Okay. Yes. Just try to. So you start with this, and then just start, ranting and raving, and have this public speech. But what is our goal? What do you want to get out of it? That's the question.
Exactly. I mean, I can play along with this like forever, but
Well, my feeling is that if we need to discover who the curse is surrounding, if it is, what's her name?
Mariela, Mariela,
no, that's Raymond.
Oh no, yes.
Marilena?
Marilena. Yes.
Marilena?
Well, they are very similar names, so you'll excuse me.
If the curse is around Marilena, then the solution is around her. If it is around the house, then there is a curse on the house. We need to find if there's an item or if it's a person. And the only way to do that is to maybe ask questions about what's going on here. Did someone come? Is it related to this whole engagement breaking off? if we're to resolve this problem so that, Kreski does not die, then we just have to
How do I
try.
ask those questions when ranting about
You
straw
confide.
being dick?
If you confide in someone your own problems, Illyria, they're more likely to confide in you.
Oh. Okay, I think I get it now.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So basically, she's like the wounded puppy, and then she reflects back on the puppy. That's the plan.
Sure, there will be puppies everywhere.
Oh, can I pet one?
Wait, when did puppies get into this? I'm confused.
It was a metaphor. You're the puppy.
Alright,
Okay, we have a plan.
We have a plan.
Souls might be back from reconnaissance pretty soon. I don't know.
If,
maybe
if not, I can go out there and try and get her attention to bring her back in here because you are distraught. Question, can you cry on command, Illyria?
I mean, I could probably think of something sad.
Really? Like what?
Oh no.
I'm not sure you would hear me say what I would be thinking about if I wanted to cry.
Okay, well, try and start thinking about it, and we'll see what happens.
If you can't, I can like give you some tears.
Or maybe you can just pinch her a little.
I don't think I'll make Leia cry. I mean, she had a sword stabbed through her torso, and she was pretty fine with it.
What?
You know, when the ghost possessed you. Oh, you weren't there.
I wasn't there
Right.
when I was possessed.
Anyway, any way you want to do it, I would suggest you try and get a little bit more, out of sorts, so to speak. Try and cry ugly. Can you cry ugly?
It's the director of photography.
Do I have to roll something for Alira to try to cry ugly?
Yeah, that would be deception presence.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I could also agree for it to be empathy manipulation.
Yeah, no, it's just gonna be deception.
But somebody goes whee into the door, into the room again.
Oh, it's room service. I opened the door slightly.
What?
To just let someone in.
Oh, okay. Well, the door has been slightly open this whole time. I was about to say it, but I stopped myself. And Soul hands on your shoulder.
I mean, Illyria, does it, but probably not that great.
Oh no.
So, there's some fancy pants dressed people out there.
Yes.
Was the door closed?
It seems like Meulen are swindling them of their money. Because she's doing something with the cards. I don't know what.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
There are quite a few servants around. Like, there's a kitchen, which is full of food stuff. I mean, damn, there's a meat in there.
A meeting? What sort of meeting?
No, meat!
Oh,
Dead
meat.
and I like it.
Oh. Well, good for you, Saul. Did you find anything other
I
than that?
stole a little bit. It's in my stomach now. The servants are pretty drunk, though they're doing a okay job, I think. Still,
I
they were
see.
so drunk that they left me, allowed me to go downstairs. There's an upstairs too, if you didn't know. It's like a big like walkway up there and several rooms and like a little gathering area. But there's a downstairs too, and it's like a huge area full of like stuff, crates, humanoid stuff.
Humanoid stuff,
Yes.
sure.
But, and I don't know if you're interested in this, but there was like a interesting barrier downstairs. I had this kind of weird turquoise kind of color.
The moment Sol says this, the malicious grin of Hamatia shows itself. Oh,
And
you
partitioning
go on.
like off parts of the basement. And on the other side of this weird turquoise barrier, which I couldn't fly into, I mean, I tried. There was like some scrolls on display. And there was a bunch of stuff on this side of the barrier, like humanoid stuff. And the other side was just a few scrolls on display. It was very strange. A lot of empty space. I don't understand humanoids and how they think.
See, thank you for your kind contribution, so unfortunately we can't murder a skull, but we'll get there eventually. Maybe we'll find a way.
Well, the
We'll go to
cervix
sleep
are gonna
now.
be easy since they're getting pretty drunk. I think we should start there.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
No, why don't you go to sleep now?
Okay, I got a big dinner, so yes.
If it's all.
General Amartia.
Good night. And she relays all that information to everyone else. About the murder part.
I guess we're. Should we proceed with the original plan of bringing her in here, or should we just wander out and find out for ourselves what those weird things are that you say?
Oh, well, I mean, that weird thing might probably be a magic scroll of some sort.
And the turquoise barrier might be magical or it might be just glass, you know. Problem is with Sol, he's not the most perceptive moth.
We could technically do both.
Okay. Well. I guess then everyone has to play a part here. Thad, try and console Illyria who cannot be consoled. Hamatir, I don't know. What do you think?
I can play the part of the distressed handmaiden pretty well, so I think it would add to the atmosphere.
Alright, okay. I guess we're all in on this if everyone's happy with it. Thad?
Or and you should probably get Casimir out of meditation, because if his mistress is crying and he's just chilling, doesn't seem quite right.
I don't know. Casimir, I'm not sure he will be great at playing the part of looking concerned. He's
Yes,
a
we should
little
probably
bit.
get him out of here, if I'm being perfectly honest. Maybe we can consider him.
Are we done with this? Is this a plan? We can change the plan.
It is a plan.
Okay. Well, then let's get to it. Get into your positions, and I'll go out and I'll cause a scene.
Okay. I'm going to. Martia recites her lines in her head.
Lyria just kind of like starts sniffling.
No! Lyria!
Nix waits until like actual tears are falling.
make me deception with presence.
I don't know if you'll allow this, but Hamatia. Can Hamatia use druidcraft in order to make like fake tears?
You can make her cheeks a little bit moist, like you can create dew.
Yeah,
on
I'm
her
gonna do
cheeks.
that.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast illusion to make her tear, like her eyes a little bit red and
Well,
like.
you can't do
her-
both at the same time, but
Right, so
yeah.
I'm just going. Yes, I'm going to
And-
use my illusion. No,
Okay.
I'm going to use druidcraft to moisture up.
Okay, all right. I mean, Illyria,
Oh yes,
God
moist
damn.
me up.
it's not
God
it's not by any sense the word perhaps an Elsa on Twitter bug kind of performance, but it's not the worst out there. And with the dew, I mean, who knows? It might work. Jesus. And
Oh my
we
God.
get into our positions. We start our act. and we're gonna go for a short break before we continue.
I mean,
I am not good at
helping
phrasing
me.
things, Jesus. I'm sorry, but
It's
what?
okay.
Well, you're
There was
incredibly good
this-
at it.
There was this one time where
Oh yeah, that could have worked too, Habo.
there was this one time where I described some caves as moist.
Oh no.
A dungeon
Caves?
shaft.
Oh, that's the best.
The dungeon shaft is long and wide. Anyway, let's go for a short break and let's be back.
Yes,
Refill your
I have
drinks,
to
go
grab
to
the
the
chocolate
toilet. I'll be right back. Shat. Yes, I do think the cookie did that by accident, but who knows? Maybe there's an evil genius down there. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. Good night, chocolate milk.
Classic chocolate milk.
I was gonna grab it earlier today, and I was like, no, I need that for the Frostmark game.
It's not a Frostmark day without chocolate milk.
No, right?
Alright, I am back. Blaze,
Welcome
hello.
back.
Long time no see. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're good. We're just on a short break.
I'm here, I'm just crunching something crunchy.
Oh! Yeah, I was also crunching something. That's why I was a
I'm
little bit longer than normal.
I'm just drinking chocolate milk.
drawing a D&D character right now. Ooh, sounds cozy. How's the game going so far? It's very hilarious to me to not only listen to the reactions of my players, but like their theories about what's going on. It's very, very fun. They're trying to figure out like what all of this is. It was also so fun with the fan in my hand to roleplay Marilena.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Scandalous.
I have so many characters that I need to draw. I do actually have time now, I'm just not doing it.
Nobody's been irreparably traumatized so far either. Not sure if that counts as good or bad. Hey.
I mean, we all are already irreparably traumatized.
I mean, Casimir is already traumatized to the point
Yeah,
where he
that's
has to
true.
front.
Very true. He's very traumatized right now. This is very traumatizing.
Oh yeah, Casimir is traumatized.
But he's an NPC, so it doesn't count.
Honestly, like, adventuring parties traumatize so many NPCs on a regular basis.
True.
I will never forget that one time where I just defaulted to, like, my players mentioned shocking grasp, and they just said shocking grasp, and my first answer was like, oh, they're about to ask if they can use it to torture somebody. So I said, yes, you can use it to torture somebody. And everybody was like, what the fuck, Julie?
Okay. But it's pretty common for GMs to be called out to be evil.
It was more of like the fact I just assumed that was what they were going to ask. And then they did it anyway because I gave them the idea that they could do it.
Oh, you can't have a D&D with a life-changing traumatic experience. Mm-hmm. But I need to get a
Fuck off,
prescription for a
Silent.
jug of water? Damn.
I once misheard like drug instead of jug. And Del said it would leave me alone about it. Because I just kind of assumed that the party would be asking for drugs. Which they have bought drugs before, in my defense. I say a lot of dumb shit, even when I DM.
I mean, it's pretty common, you know. Thoughts are flying at 150,000 speeds per minute, and there's a lot of things going on. God. Is everybody back and ready? Since we don't have too long today. Like 20-30 minutes more.
Making a lot of assumptions, aren't we? Well, I mean, there was that one time where the party wanted to ask for a sofa that they were sitting on as a reward for a quest. I feel like my assumptions were reasonable. Anyways, back to Frostmark.
Wow, that's stupid. As the quest giver, I'd be like, oh yeah, of course! Yes, of course, you can have the sofa. Take it. Stupid.
I mean, they wanted it in addition to the reward.
Oh, okay. Alright, okay.
Back!
You back?
Yeah!
Awesome! Alright! Okay. Let's then get back into it, shall we, guys? Alright. You're standing or sitting or crying inside of Lady Marilena Fidatov's personal boudoir. Attempting to start a ruse with Illyria crying at the center of it. What happened? Describe this picture for me, please.
Hamartia is trying, obviously, to calm her mistress down, and she is trying to scrambling to find any tissues, and takes a kneeling position and she's just like, oh, my lady Titania, please don't, no. It's okay. She'll help you. You'll see.
Good, damn, okay. And the Thad?
Is Chad the Fad here?
I thought he was.
He's muted.
He's muted.
Oh
no.
god!
Fad
I was
the old
muted.
blundered.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
blundered.
Awesome. Then what does Thad does?
Alright.
What does he do? What does the Thad do?
I will. What the fuck happened to my screen? God damn it. Okay, good. So I will go stand behind Tatiana, and I will place a hand on her shoulder and try to calm her down, I suppose, and try. I guess.
Okay, alright, you're like there.
Look at the door,
Mm,
kinda-
like you better help. This is serious.
like you
kinda.
better help. This is serious.
Oh, okay, I see. Alright, okay, and then the last piece, which is Nick's. That's Ismark. What are you gonna do?
So many things. Okay, I look towards the scene and see if it's like adequately prepared, because like, you know, he's an entertainer of sorts. He knows how to like sell a scene to a certain degree. And like I look at Titania and she's like ugly crying enough. Like make an assessment. I would do like a director assessment on whether or not this is just like, you know, off-brand theater play, or is it actually going to sell?
I mean, it is pretty amateurish, the way that she's crying, but it's not offensive, but it's still amateurish. But I mean, Thad and Ham being there certainly helps.
Gotcha. I look to Illyria and I say, I'm not trying to say that what you're doing is a bad job, Illyria, but you know.
I'm a soldier, not a fucking actress.
Hamartia is going to use. I'm going to say, Leia, listen, I might be able to do something, but it will hurt.
I mean, if you think it will help.
Okay, Leia, you don't have a fire in you, and she's going to use vicious mockery.
Oi! Anger tears? Well,
yes,
make
yes,
me...
Do I have to?
Nix is like jumping on this bandwagon. Yes, Illyria, everyone has left you.
Wow! What do I have to roll?
Method acting.
Well, it's a saving throw.
Yeah, what's the save?
What is the save? Again, is it
It's
resolve or
15
is it
composure.
Composure.
the composure? Oh, yeah.
Composure.
And
Alright.
both of you casting vicious mockery?
No, I don't. I'm just
Okay.
insulting her. I don't have vicious mockery.
Okay.
Nope, she fails. She's
Yeah, that's done.
genuinely.
That's
I'm
done.
sorry,
cuts-
I'm useless.
Yeah, no wonder Asphodel left us.
Oh,
I did my best.
Amartya is going to signal to Nyx to like get on with it, and she's going to wipe the droplet of blood coming from her ear. So.
Right, we got this. Okay, Nyx takes one final look at the scene with
yeah,
Illyria
I mean,
blubbering.
Illyria is not necessarily crying right now, but she looks upset. Genuinely upset.
Nyx puts one hand on the handle of the door, looks back to Illyria and says, "Good, use it." And he's gonna like take a deep breath in.
I like to think that Illyria now does a better job at trying to act just because she's so spiteful.
Yeah, I mean, you look genuinely upset. Not
Yeah.
crying, but upset. Okay, you take a quick breath and then.
Okay. I slam open the door in front of her and like lean up against the door frame and say, "Lady Meulen, come quickly! It's almost too late!" And like stumble into the room like full on distraught and say, "This Lady Tatiana, she needs you now!
Whilst that's
It's
happening,
almost too much for her."
whilst that's happening, Amartya is going to mimic Tatiana's voice and say, and just start like ugly crying loudly.
Can you hear her? Here in the other room! Lady Marlena, she's here for you, and only you can help her. It's too much for her heart to bear. It's falling apart, and she needs you. Please, I don't want to see her like this, Lady Marlena. Please, what can you do? Anything. I need you. She needs you now.
I mean, I can't react to this if you just stop talking. Oh my god. So I can't stop laughing. So what you kind of walk into is this quick table that has been set up in the middle of the ballroom, which is, you know, this fancy white cloth, and they're currently deep into the cards, and there's gold coins on the table. And immediately, like, Mariana stands up and puts, like, a hand over her chest, and, like, you know, the gasp comes, and then slowly all of the other guests stands up as well, and, like, starts muttering to each other, and, like, getting, like, looking back and forth like it's a tennis match, looking really worried. And then Mariana immediately, like, steps away from her winning hand, not caring about the gold. Oh no, Boreas! I mean, of course, take me to it now! Out of my way! Oh no!
I mean, she's right there. You know where she is.
She's perfect. And she kind of, like, rushes in, like, stumbles a little bit, like catches herself trying to look ladylike. Lady Tatiana, what's going on? What's happening? What can I do for you? What's happening? Are you okay?
I don't know what you're supposed to do, but I don't know what to do. I've been really looking forward to the wedding.
I mean, as we all of us been looking forward to the wedding. And she falls down on her knees in front of you, kind of pushes away. Hamartia takes your hands into hers. Tell me what I can do. What is happening?
He has been making advances, and he is not taking it well. And I'm so scared. I don't know what to do.
Scared?
I just have this feeling that something terrible is going to happen.
Oh no, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I mean, you got the two, like, most eligible and powerful and brilliant and genius and most handsome bachelors of the whole empire.
I don't think Strahd intends to just stand by.
What's happening? Why can't the Emperor stand by? What's happening? Tell me.
He has been acting so weird towards me.
Emperor Strahd, ever since you said no?
Ever since I said no, I'm quite frankly scared.
He won't accept your love for his brother?
No, he has been acting has been acting so strange ever since. I'm really worried he will try to do something at the wedding.
What really? What are the signs? What has he done?
Well, I'm not even sure if he intended to come today, and he just...
He won't even come? In his castle? And his brother?
No, and I don't know, maybe he intends to walk in and ruin it in some way. I mean, he didn't take it, I don't know, I have this feeling like he scares me.
He can be a bit intense, darling, but I'm sure that everything is going to be fine. I mean, he cares about the Empire, really. And he obviously cares about you. What does Sergei say about this? I mean, it's his brother.
Sergei, I mean, of course he's trying to reassure me, but I don't know. I think something terrible is going to happen. I can't do this.
Oh no, darling. I mean, just stay here for tonight. And I mean, if nothing happens and everything will be fine, I mean, there's just, a 2-day wedding and everything is gonna be fine. I'm sure that Sergei or Strahd is gonna come through the door at any time and just pick you up and tell you that everything is going to be fine, and that just until then, just stay here, drink some blood, have some fun. Don't think about it.
Just don't know. He has been acting so different. Like something's wrong with Strahd, and I'm scared.
I don't know, darling. I mean, if it's not worth it, I'm sure that Sergei will understand. It's a little bit irritating that we have to call off the plans for that, lakeside cottage that Artemis was planning to build for you and Sergei, but I mean, as long as you pay, I think it's all fine.
I mean, of course. I mean, I love Sergei, I really do. I don't dare. I don't dare cross Strahd. I'm so torn.
I mean, girl, who does? Who dares? None of us really do, but... I mean, let the brothers perhaps figure it out. I mean, Sergei is forced to be reckoned with as well.
Oh, he is, but he's just... You know that he is softer than his brother. That's why I love him.
Yes, but I do think that if you love him and he loves you and you're scared of Emperor Strahd, then I'm sure that he will go and talk to him and figure it all out, and then you can have your lakeside cottage and just remove yourself from the life of court and just have your honeymoon.
That's true. I'm sorry for just barging in here. I really am.
No, darling. I mean, I'm just very honored you would choose me to do this with.
Of course, you're your friend.
But I consider you a friend too. You've been a little bit, way off than me in your circles. But yes, of course. Whatever you need, my lady. Of course. I'm sure that Sergei will fix all of this.
I hope he can.
I'm sure he will.
I hope he can.
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I mean, I thought it was a little bit saucy to get the attention of both the Sadowich brothers, but maybe there might be some tension and troubles there that I didn't know existed. I'm sorry that you're caught up in all of their, troubles.
I mean, I should be grateful for what I have, but it's a lot. Caught up between the
I understand you're not growing up in all of this and suddenly being dropped in the middle of it. Yeah, I understand. It can be a lot. But you know, darling, we're all here for you. I mean, you can join our little get-together tonight. You know, play some cards, maybe waltz. I mean, you won't hear this from me, but the general, the newly appointed noble, Kolyan Ismarkovich, who's getting the little village that is starting to be created underneath Castle Ravenloft. He's pretty rugged, just saying.
I mean, I'm not sure. I need some time to calm down first.
I mean, of course, take your time. We will be out there, and just, you know, call on us if you need anything. And if Strahd comes to my doorway, I am not going to invite him in. The circus here, okay?
Thank you so much.
I mean, of course. And just, you know, just as long as you pay for the cottage, everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Well, of course we're going to do that. I'm going to do that if I have to.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go out there and calm everyone down and say everything is okay.
Yes,
You're just getting some cold feet.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, your family, well, but you're perhaps family. The Tsarevich Empire's made us very, very, very rich. So, you know, no troubles. I'll be right out there, honey. You just need to call for me. And if you need anything at all, just say so. I mean, we have different blood types here working with us. So, you know, whatever you need.
Thank you.
Okay. Let your manservants and this handmaiden of yours calm you down. Okay, and I'll be right there. Alright. She takes like one last look at you and puts up her hands like there, and she steps out and like takes a big sigh and like, oh, everything is fine, people. It's just some cold feet. Some cold feet.
You can hear Nick's outside, like just like spinning this massively over elaborate story about why Tatiana is in there, like any sort of amount of lies. So like, yes, and there was Strahd, and he was in a bustier, just standing there, and Tatiana was surprised, and just like getting more and more. It's like because he doesn't know how long to stall them for, so he's like his stories are becoming wilder and wilder.
Hamatia is immediately going to take like a short, like how do you say, get the sleeve away from like the wrist. Oh my! She's going to tuck her wrist and she's going to take her dagger and put and just stab herself just a little bit, you know, and in order to emulate like 2 bite marks, and she's going to press on them and she's going to take the blood and just put it on Elia's lips.
Oh.
Jesus.
Really? Amartya is force putting blood in your lips.
Listen, this is makeup, okay? This is makeup, you know, we need to play the part, okay?
It doesn't... Is that the first time that somebody has looked?
Yes, very much the first somebody has forced himself upon putting blood on your lips.
Just like, what the fuck? And then just...
Listen, she's going to expect you to drink some blood. We don't have you drinking blood.
She's going to accept and
So put on the makeup. Play your part. Okay?
I am playing my part.
I know, you're playing it to perfection. I'm sorry I used this on you. Okay, go, come here. And she's just going to, like, very delicately smear it on her lips.
Okay.
I learned just lets her do it and tries not to think too much about it.
Back at the table, like, all of the guests there are looking at you with, like, wide eyes. Like, they're increasingly turning wider by each outrageous thing you say. And then, eventually, this, like, older lady here at the corner says, you know, I don't think all of this is true. This sounds unbelievable. I met the man several times, and this sounds... I mean, I'm sure that something is going on, and it's not out of business, but this is a lot.
I'm just telling you what I heard, okay? My lady is in distress.
Tend to gossip a lot. Everything is going to be okay. Marilena, what do you know? What actually happened? Oh, it's just some cold feet. Apparently there's some some jealousy going on, but I'm sure that everything is going to be okay. The gentleman over here kind of like stands up and gets a little bit defensive. Jealousy? What? But I mean, are they gonna come here and it's gonna be some kind of... Are we alright? Will things be okay? Yes, I mean, of course. We don't need to invite them in. It's okay. I mean, Artemis is there with them. We are very valuable to them. Nothing is going to happen. I am sure of it. Now, I don't even know your name, but young man, go back to your mistress and let the adults here continue with our soirée, and everything will be fine. Just calm her down, okay?
Of course. Would you allow me the ability to take one of her cards on the table? Does she put her cards face down on the table?
Yeah. She put her cards face down, but she is definitely the one who has amassed the most wealth out of all of them during the gambling.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Sure. Nix goes back.
Okay. Now where were we? All right, I was winning. And you close the door.
Hey, well, that's...
What
Good
happened?
job.
I put on a performance.
It was so good. You should have seen it.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And what came out of it?
I can stay here for the night.
Oh, good. Oh, that's at least something.
But she didn't open up to me about anything that's going on.
No. I mean,
Enjoy her at the game.
You could go outside
I could,
and
yes,
She did offer.
Yes, I can join them at the game and just pass some time and act like, I told her I needed a moment to compose myself, and I guess I can, after a little bit walk out there and be like...
Did you bite Hamatir? I mean, what's with the...
Hamartia bit herself!
I didn't bite myself, I stabbed myself. But yes, it's, it's a bit of makeup because, Tatiana was a vampire lady, and they are going to get pretty sassy if...
Somebody was going to offer me blood at some point, so better
Yes.
say I already drank. Although I'm pretty sure she would probably wipe her face afterwards.
Yeah, she wouldn't be that messy of a
Well,
drink.
maybe it's like, when you get a messy breakup, so it's a lot of things. So maybe
what
you
do you
think a
know
lot of
about
blood or
messy
something.
breakup?
Do you know anything about that?
I read about it in a book once. It was actually quite nice.
What sort of books did you read?
The ones I managed to steal from passing Vistani caravans, actually. Oops.
She looks at Nix.
Well, Nix isn't a passing caravan, so... Don't
I
stand
mean-
you on like that.
I mean, I just borrowed them. Without their knowledge, no consent. And I do plan to bring them back. Maybe one day. Doesn't matter.
Do you think that you should go out there, Illyria?
I can. It might help us understand what's going on here.
Sure.
Might give you guys some time to look around the place.
Perhaps. Sure. I mean, we don't have to be locked here in this room. If you're not here, I'm sure we can do some sort of sneaking of our own, and you can sneak amongst their minds.
I am terrible at that, but I will do my best.
Well, let them come to you. They are ever so curious.
Of course, I will, continue with the whole thing and just try to see if I can figure out anything.
Okay. Well, Hamati, maybe you go first so they can see your neck, and if you're cleaning your mouth up, then at least we can head off and let Illyria do her thing.
Yes, of course. Sure. Yes. She exits the... which I can't do right now because the door is not open.
The Market just walks against the door.
Let me out! She's like a video game character which lifts the wall, so it's walking in place.
Rubs her up against it. Yeah. There you go.
And yes, she is anyone here? Does anyone here look like a servant of some sort?
Well, yes, you have two people musicians by the instruments, but you also see like a servant coming in with like a new platter with like cocktails and like wine.
See, I'm going to say, excuse me, and do a little curtsy and show him my bite marks. Do you know where I can get a towel to clean this up?
Oh shit! Okay, I see. Of course. You can go into the kitchen. I mean, most of us are in there, and you know, if you want some wine with us, that's okay too.
Thank you. Where is the kitchen?
It's right there in the corner. You see the door beside the stairs. Yeah, go in.
Yes. Okay, thank you. That's it.
That's not the right place, and it's down in the corner. So that's up in the corner.
Man, let me in.
That's the same door that you just. That's the same room we just came out of.
Let me in.
Jesus Christ.
Martia just kind of like bangs against all of the doors, like, let me in!
I'm bleeding out here.
Shit. You see two servants who are in a very casual conversation, like their mugs with wine on the table, and they're like working and talking as they do, and then they immediately stop, like one having like a knife in their hand and just stares at you and... Oh, hey! Are you the traveling retinue of Lady Tatiana?
Yes, Helena Midsummer. It's a pleasure.
Well, nice to meet you all. Do you need food, drinks? What do you need?
I currently need some bandage. You see, my lady got a little bit thirsty.
Oh, spicy. I can't imagine how it's like. I mean, working with gnomes is kind of eccentric to begin with, but that sounds like a whole other level.
She's 1 meter 50. She's not a fucking gnome. Wait,
no, Lady Meulen is a gnome.
Lady Meulen is a gnome.
Oh shit, is she?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a rock gnome.
Oh, she's a vampire gnome? Holy shit, okay.
No, she's just a vampire.
Just a regular gnome.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's just a gnome.
I don't know how I missed that detail. Holy shit.
They aren't like, basically this is the gathering of like, you know, the less important people, I guess.
It's like the Barovia Loser Club.
Yeah. Like, so, yeah, the slightly more fancy people were invited to the wedding, but of course there's limited amount of space, so she invited all of the people who were not invited to her own party for the evening, which is kind of funny.
And then all of a sudden the bride barges in and it's like...
Yeah, she's kind of happy about your misfortune. Kind of crazy. One of the servants say, you know, accidents happen here, you know, with knives and everything, and like stressful. We have fresh bandages and stuff over here. Let me help you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, well, my lady is in quite a distressful state. I don't suppose you have anything that might help calm her down here.
Well, normally we do, but I don't know. Do you know? But like vampire physiology and stuff like that. I mean, we're not prepared for that. Should we be prepared for that? We have not been prepared for that.
How can you not be prepared for a, you know, opportunity visit that comes out of nowhere?
We have never
you
been
probably should
prepped
be
to
prepared
suddenly
for
get
that.
a vampire who has gone down with an anxious spell. No?
So what kind of getup is here?
What things are you prepared for?
Don't you know that everyone in Barovia has to be prepared just in case the off chance that Lady Tatiana comes to visit their lady in a distraught state, and you must prepare her favorite meal to calm her down?
Her favorite meal? What is her favorite meal?
You
Is a particular person we need to find? A blood type? Are we her meal?
Well,
what are your
with your
names?
competence, it certainly sounds like you might be, unless you get to it.
What?
What are your names again?
Don't say that. I hate that. Don't ever anger the GM by asking what people's names are if she hasn't prepared it beforehand.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you always have
You
to
are
have a list of
servant
names.
1 and servant 2.
How do you not know the names?
Honestly, I just default to something like Bill and like Bob
Yeah.
or something.
They're red
Bob.
shirts. They're red
I'm just
shirts.
going with like, I am Flub Flop.
Okay, so you got Alec, you got Alec, and Drasha.
Sure.
Alright, good.
Alec
to
and
know.
Drasha,
Okay.
a male and a female.
I'll make sure your names are known to the proper people.
Of course, if the meal is fine, then we will give our most sincere compliments to our most esteemed lady.
What is her favorite food? Is it kind of blood soup or
No.
a blood cocktail? What are we supposed to do?
What do you take her for?
A vampire!
I mean, she is a vampire, but you know, blood is only part of her diet.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it is a necessary part, of course, but we can also eat other things if you don't know. You don't just eat,
I
drink
didn't know.
blood
Well,
exclusively.
I've actually heard about that. They actually have like a vampire chef up there. It's like, but
Yes.
they don't eat that much, and it's not necessary. But sometimes they eat for like pleasure. What? Really? You never told me? How dare you? I never thought it would come up in the conversation. I'm sorry.
Yes, if you look for any inspiration about cooking, Lord Pascal Offenheis is the man to go to.
That's the name. That's the famous cook that is up there right now cooking for the wedding. Wait, Lady Tatiana's
That's right.
here. That's awkward.
You are in a very much privileged position to serve the most important human other than the Konservatives.
Okay, let's cut the bullshit between servant to servant. This is not a privilege. This is a fucking nightmare, and both you and I know it. So you better help me as much as possible here, because otherwise I am going to be the meal. And if I am going to be the meal, that means you do not get any free food or drinks from us.
We're not looking for that. We are here to serve
Eventually
our lady.
you will. Eventually you will. And it comes from us. Food flows from us.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do about it then?
Ask you what we need to do!
Well, she's particularly partial towards nectarines.
Nectarines? Oh, right, the citrus. We have peaches. Is peaches okay?
No.
There's
Why
a
are you
certain...
like this?
So there are a number of foodstuffs that are being produced by the Fidatov plains, okay? And this is what we got. I mean, unless you go digging inside of the food storage that is downstairs, you know, the special one. But we don't have access, you know, that magical wall, you know. The Fidatovs themselves need to be moving stuff from the scrolls through the wall, and they need to do it through the secret place that we have no idea how to get to. So we could need to ask Lady Fidatov to get nectarines by having her go there and take it out for us. Whilst
Wait,
everything's
only
going on
Lady
in her. So yes, it's a thing. It's a thing. I'm sorry. Only the things that have been placed through the wall from, you know, the other side can be used in our cooking. Everything else is like behind this magical barrier that we can get through, that is stored inside of these special magical scrolls. I don't know, to keep the food stuff from never spoiling. But are there nectarines in there? I have no idea. We can certainly ask.
Thank you for the bandage, by the way.
I was unaware that you are under these working conditions, so I will tell my lady that do not be too disappointed that her favorite meal cannot be prepared. But if you could,
Soften the blow as much as you can. We would be very, very thankful.
so you know that it's there, the barrier.
I mean, it's
Your trap?
visible to everybody to see. I mean, okay, so this is how it works, alright? It's a little bit strange, I know. So, there's the official, like, food storage that's, like, magically, like, storing a bunch of fucking food that is supposed to be kept there in pristine condition until Strahd and his whole court goes victory waltzing through all of Karnas, right?
I guess.
Of course.
But this is, you know, there's a fuck ton of food, so it's very expensive. So it's put behind this wall, and you cannot move through things through the wall from the normal side, right? You need to be teleported, apparently, into the special side, and then push things through that side, and then it works. It's very
Oh.
strange.
How long has it been here?
I mean, years now. Ever since the Artemis created this place. Lord Artemis, you know?
Right, yeah,
Lord-
of course.
Artemis Fidatov, the genius. Yeah, well, architect, magician, genius.
And you're okay with this arrangement?
I mean, they make sure that we have everything that we need on our normal side, but apparently not nectarines.
Clearly, I mean, for the wedding, this is, you know, the first time you've ever made such a, well, been heard of this wedding.
I mean, it's been a gossip for a long time that the prince is gonna get married. Right? Isn't that normal?
Yes, yes. I mean, well, sure. I just, you know how it is being servants. You not exactly hear everything. You know, you put your.
I see. I get it. Yeah. Well, here you with us normal ass people. We can help you be normal again. So, you know, ask your questions or whatever.
Here.
I mean, between us servants, you know, who that Tatiana? She is quite a handful when she gets going.
Really? It's not
Ah,
really what
she
the
is.
gossip says, though.
I
Interesting.
mean, behind
That's what
closed
gossip
doors,
say.
you know. Yeah, exactly. What exactly do you hear? Because we have a completely different experience.
Well, everybody knows that Lady Tatiana, you know, wasn't born into these, you know, extremely luxurious ways of these upper echelons of vampires. She just climbed in there, and then she got the attention of the Emperor Strahd, and then she was just flung into all of this. And then in comparison to everyone else of these very, very posh ladies, she's actually quite humble, rustic, easygoing.
Right, and what's your perspective on Lady Tatiana? Like, do you like her, or do you feel like she shouldn't be there?
I mean, it's a really hard thing to say when it comes to the vampires. Both of them are looking quite suspicious at you now. That was a very loaded question.
Mm-hmm. It's just, you know, it's good to get some outside perspective sometimes. You know, we are so in the inner circle, dealing with her requests every now and then. Well, every now and then is basically every moment of every day. And, you know, if we can serve our lady better by making other people like her more than your opinions, please feel free to tell us.
I mean, if it's true that she is, as the gossip says it is, it's pretty nice to have somebody that's a bit more down to earth, you know, like a bit more like us among them. They can, from what I've heard, be a little bit unhumanoid when they get very old.
I see.
But we like our vampire overlords. Yes, we're very happy, very satisfied.
Empathy composure.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Wow.
Right. Well, I'm just curious. I mean, because we've heard rumors too of Lady Marlene's estate, and you know, Lady Tatiana is very fond of her, and you know, she went through a little bit of a heartbreak, and you must have been able to do something for her to, you know, make her something to calm her down. Was she distraught or upset? She must have been.
Not really. Did you think she was? Slightly indignated, a little bit angry, perhaps? Yeah, but sad? Was she sad? No, I don't really think she was sad.
And you find that strange? Breaking up, someone.
I don't know if Lady Meulen is the person who would let you know that she's sad. I think, yeah, I get that feeling about her too.
Huh. Okay.
And
I mean,
there were some troubles with Dmitri II, that's for sure.
Troubles? I mean, everyone has troubles.
Yeah, but Dmitri II was troublesome.
Oh. Why do you say this?
Well, he's been caught several times by us, sneaking around in the middle of the night, trying to find the secret vault of the Fidatovs.
The secret vault? I mean, what, to rob you?
Yes, to rob us. And that's apparently part of the reason. Like, we of course, told her, like, hey, Lady Marlena, we found Dmitri II again for 3 times in a row, on the grounds and in the house, trying to find the secret way into the vault. It's kind of strange. And I guess at some point she just got fed up by his behavior. I mean, I wouldn't want to marry anybody who just wanted to get married to me because they wanted to rob me. Would you?
Knock around the Fidatov estate for.
Huh? Did you say? Am I having internet problems? Oh no! What's happening? Everything okay now?
Yeah.
Alright, I had
something happened?
Discord just restarted itself. I'm sorry, what happened last?
Last Homakia says, so this guy just barges in here and is looking for the biggest secret, and she just lets him off the hook 3 times. That's really merciful of her.
Yeah, well, he's also the son of, Dmitri I and more than trade partners and all of that.
Alas, I am a simple servant. I have no real political skills.
Well, we don't really think that we have any either. It's just, what we hear. Apparently, Lord Artemis sent a letter to Dmitri I, and they had, a conversation about it, and agreed to, end it after it was, made apparent that Dmitri II has been sneaking around, It was a little bit uncomfortable for us, because sometimes he would, go into places where he shouldn't be, our private places, so, yeah, it wasn't fun.
You know he was looking for just the vault. How do you know this?
I mean, why else would you go around sneaking around the Fidatov estate? I mean, it's a huge legend. I mean, we don't even know where it is.
Interesting. I mean, if he was, romantically involved with her, all he would have to do is just marry her and she would tell him. They weren't engaged or anything like this.
I'm not the smartest person in the whole world, so I don't know for certain, but it might have to be with that
Empathy, composure.
Okay.
Might have
And
to
he doesn't know if they were engaged or not, but
Didn't she tell
No.
us she called off the engagement?
They answered to I don't know when it came to the question of like why would he sneak around and try to find the vault when he was already on the path of getting engaged?
be right.
And the person says, I don't know. I'm not the smartest person in the whole wide world. But it might have to do, I don't know, with Dimitri II being, a half-elf.
The half-elf, in a sense that
He's gonna die younger? But he could have at least enjoyed the treasure for a while before he dies, says the other servant to the other. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't know, he seems pretty arrogant to me, at least when I spend time with him, serving him.
Well, at least it's sunny outside, right? It would be much worse if this whole area was covered in perpetual clouds and darkness, no?
What? Do you know something?
Gotta look
we
at him
don't?
weird.
Like bad weather.
It's been incredibly great weather for a long time. I mean, it's summer.
Summer for a long time.
A month? Yes. Like season's work.
Sure, of course. Yes, it's been wonderful.
It has
I
been.
mean,
It has been.
I don't tan myself very well. I like to stay indoors, but I'm just saying, it could be worse.
Like for you to be indoors a lot. Oh, it's a little bit indoors and a little bit outdoors. I mean, I guess the variation is kind of nice.
Well, Alec, Drasha, if you could whip up something fruity for the lady, I'm
oh
sure she'd
yes,
greatly
right.
approve-
Okay, something
appreciate it.
fruity like a fruit ball. Would that work?
Yeah, or a pie or something like this.
We could make a pie. We could do that. We can several fruits. Just one: blueberry, apple, peach, pumpkin.
Peach will probably be best.
Peach. We could do peach. And we get to work.
Next, turns to the third and say, I really don't think these guys know anything about what's going on outside of these walls.
No,
The-
they
the
definitely
misty
don't know
walls.
anything. I think you're right on that.
As far as they're concerned, this is the same day. Or the wedding hasn't even happened yet.
Right. Maybe we could talk to this fella, the sneaky guy. What's his face?
A sneaky guy?
The guy who sneaked around, tried to. They just talked about him. Can talk to the.
Dimitri?
No, not Dimitri. Well, what's his face? Fuck. What was the name of the husband of the?
No,
Or not the
it's Dimitri II was engaged.
Oh, Dimitri the second.
Yeah,
Right.
was engaged
Alright.
to Meulen, but she called it off. Maybe because of she learning that he's been sneaking around and searching for the vault.
Doesn't want her, he wants her jewels.
Her money.
Her baubles.
So we could honestly, I think the people with the best chance of knowing it or knowing anything is wrong is anyone inside, maybe.
I honestly think that this is just... I don't know.
So do
A
you want to go
replay.
outside and take a look?
Sure. What are they going to do?
Right.
Stop me? They're making freaking peach pie. Let's go.
Alright. In the
Illyria is
meantime,
just gonna get a fucking pie and be very confused.
in the meantime, what does Illyria do?
Illyria is going to wipe the blood away and head outside and once she goes outside, wipe away the last little bit of blood and just kind of stepping out towards the people and it's like, I am really sorry for causing such a commotion.
Immediately Marilena stands up, and then as soon as she does, everybody follows. And there are some bows, a little bit scattered, a little bit they're not that well made. They're more like an afterthought. And Marilena, oh, I'm so glad you decided to join us, Lady Tatiana. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. Let's not just talk about it, okay? Our mission tonight, my good folk, is to give Lady Tatiana a good evening, okay? She's had some hard times, and we shall not talk about it, we shall not speak about it, we should not mention it, we shall not gossip about it. We're just gonna welcome Lady Tatiana for a little get-together tonight, okay? Alright?
Trust that I will make sure that none of you get in any trouble.
The guy over here with his mustache says, well, I didn't really need the reassurance, but it's very nice to hear it anyway. Thank you for that. Marlena shows you to a chair that is at the end of the table, and a servant comes over and kind of puts out the chair and lets you sit in. Hands you a cocktail drink, and then realizes, wait, no, you only drink blood, and they get super flustered about it. Do you just let them take the cocktail away, or do you just keep it, or?
She just lets them take it away.
Alright, and they kind of scurry away, scared now. And Marilena says, I mean, I'm sure you know everybody, but it might be some time ago, and you might know everybody. So I mean, to be polite, okay. So, of course, you would know Valentina Valakova, Lady Valentina Valakova. And she points towards her. And then she calls out Miruna Bersova, which is the little lady over here. And they all kind of nod or smile or say hello. Then you have Nikolai Wachter over here.
Can I stab him? Okay, sorry.
And then you got...
I think it's the mustache.
You got Captain Kolyan Ismarkovich over here.
Oh.
You then got Mistress Yarsinka Swilova over here. So she is not a lady. She's just a mistress. And then lastly, who sits over here at the side is actually a dwarf. Everyone else has been a half-elf and calls it Alastroy the Diligent. Dr. Alastroy the Diligent.
From the way that she says you know everybody, but I'm gonna introduce them anyway, does it seem like...
Well, you probably know the nobles, right? You got Lady Valentina Valakovich.
Yeah.
You got Lady Miruna Bersova, Beres. and you got Captain and
No, it's
Kalyan
more
Smakovich
like
and Walker.
Marlena.
She's mostly taking care to call out the name of Alistroy, Dr. Alistroy. So,
But it's not like she's doing it because she like caught on that I have no clue who those people are.
No, it's more like she's doing it to be polite to Alistroy and Mistress Swilova to introduce them without them feeling called out. Which is
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
So after that, after this little introduction, I see how Martha comes into the room.
Yes. She's just telling about being a handmaiden.
Oh, okay. She's standing on the side. Alright, I see.
Mostly to cover for the other two servants, because we won't just leave her alone unattended.
Yeah.
She's just standing by the pillar as
Yes, can you give me vision? I kind of fucked up.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay. Do you say anything?
No, I'm just being a good servant.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't even speaking to you. I assume you wouldn't say anything. Does Lyria Tatiana say anything?
It's a pleasure. I do hope we can just forget this little incident for tonight.
I'm sure we all will. But let's just have a nice time, all right? So, have you heard about any new suitors of Elsa von Twitterberg up at the castle, huh? And like gossip continues, and as soon as the hand is finished, you're given a hand and some coins from Lady Merlina, so you can join into the card game if you want to.
Yeah, she's just gonna play along and kind of like try to, just kind of like listen into the gossip, like add wherever she feels safe to add something. And just kind of like see if she can catch on to anything.
Alright. They do mention some people up into the castle that you already have known. Like that Master Offenheis is gonna make the dinner for the night. And then they realize, like, oh shit, we were supposed to talk about the wedding! And so they kind of steer off in a different direction. They're a little bit stiff at first, but they calm down a little bit later. They give condolences again to Lady Merlina about calling off the engagement. She's like, she seems completely over it. Might be better this way anyway. They congratulate her father, Lord Artemis, on the grand castle. Castle Ravenloft, finishing it. They also mention the victory parade through Kaunas that is coming up, and how some of them are thinking about joining for a while at least during the festivities. They might not join all of it, but like joining parts of it. Eager to see what is rest of the archipelago.
She's just gonna like listen in, participate, play some cards. I think she'd at some point maybe be a bit curious about the dwarf.
Okay. The card game will break after some time, and they will like go into the table will be removed and some hors d'oeuvres. What is it called again?
What?
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres will be
It's
served.
French.
Thank you. Will start. Basically, servants walking around with tiny food on silver platters. Hors yeah, thank you.
I knew what that was.
And like more drinks are served, and like the table is like removed from the room, and it kind of breaks up into like smaller conversations. And it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, this happens.
Okay.
What do you do?
I mean, she's going to go to, what was it, doctor? She's just going to be like, I'm really sorry if it is rude to ask, but have we met before?
Oh, I mean, I would have been sure to mark down the occasion where I would have met Lady Tatiana. We have not, sadly, met before, but I am quite astounded.
Pleasure to meet you now, then.
Of course, same to you. Now, I understand why you would come up and ask if we have met and pay some extra attention to me. It might be a little bit strange to see me in the illustrious company of all of these nobles and, well, the very rich Mistress Swilova. I am neither rich, nor do I carry a family name.
I mean, that is what has me quite intrigued.
Oh, well, I see. To explain, I am part of Saint Markovia's retinue, you could say. Her camp up by eastern Baratok. Above the bounding village of Kresk that is being built.
Yes.
Yes. You could say I'm a bit of the right hand of the saint herself.
Oh, really?
Ah, yes, I do have the fortune. I help to be a bit of an ambassador. Help with the trade. We do require a lot of resources up there. It's an interesting place to set down and make it your own, but who am I to question the saint herself?
I'm sure there are reasons for the saint's decision.
Well, I hope one is to view. It's stunning up there. But you know, the Fidatovs has been kind enough to build, or help to build, a bit of a abbey situation up there. It's getting a little bit easier. Living in tents have been a little bit hard on the body, not gonna lie.
I can't imagine.
Can you? Oh, maybe with your soldier history. Yes.
Yes, I am.
Hard on the back.
I mean, I might be, part of the fancy court now, but do stem from somewhat humble beginnings.
Really? I have heard rumors about it, but I'm not sure exactly what it entails.
So do I. She doesn't say that. Well, yeah, I started off as pretty much nobody, nothing of importance anyway. I was a soldier, and eventually I did manage to make my way to the court and catch the Emperor's eye.
Fascinating. I would love to hear more about your personal story, Lady Tatiana. And with that, we're gonna go for a scene change.
Yeah.
You're sick. Okay, we're outside and we're looking.
We're doing some hacking snoops.
You'll be doing some snoops. Well, immediately as you step outside from the kitchen, you see a little bit of like an fenced-in like outdoor kitchen where there's some agriculture, some farming, some light vegetable farming. There's also seems to be a place to hand up your laundry and do create firewood.
What's on the washing line?
There seems to be some servant clothing there. They seem to be both casual clothing and these kind of uniforms that they're wearing, but there also seems to be pieces from Lady Marlena's wardrobe. So, like more brocades and silks and fancier things as well.
I would take a silk something.
Okay. You can take there's some green silk gloves if you want to take it.
Is there anything more flowy?
There's a chemise if you want to take it.
Chemise.
Do you know what a chemise is?
I mean, it's like a nightie.
I don't.
A chemise is like a nightgown. It's like a
Yeah.
light, like full body dress nightgown. What you wear underneath.
More like a sash he's looking for, I suppose, because he's got a bunch of sashes. But the gloves are fine. He'll take the gloves. It's for a particular. He looks at that and say, "Okay, it's not for me. I want to know if I still have these. If we're staying here for the night, if I will keep them or not." You're muted if you're responding.
Stay muted.
Good.
God damn it, I'm muted again.
Classic blunder.
If that helped you sleep at night, mate. Sure.
Trying to uncover whatever's going on here. Who knows what's happening? And look at these plants. They're so in bloom for a change. I mean, I've never seen them like this.
Yeah.
That
is weird.
There's a door here, so now remember, when I was doing my detect magic thing, some of these locks seemed overly intricate and magically assisted. So just be mindful.
All right. I'm gonna take a look to see if the door is trapped in any sense.
Ooh, make me a perception check.
Got it.
With intelligence.
No investigation?
No, sure. No, right. It's gonna be investigation. Sorry.
Investigation?
Actively
Damn it.
looking for something?
Damn it, man.
I mean, I can do the investigation if you want, but
Nope.
Investigation is like a longer kind of action where like you take the time to prod something, whilst perception is like a glance. 11. It doesn't seem to be trapped.
Alright. I'm gonna try to see if it's locked. Is it locked?
It is indeed locked.
Alright. I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Alright. Make me a dexterity check.
I'll give him guidance as I see that he's like
Just a straight
dealing
dex.
with a lot
Subterfuge with dexterity.
Subterfuge dex. Okay.
with guidance.
With guidance.
You got it. Oh, that's not the right button. I hit the.
Stab
hit
it with a short
yeah.
sword.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cast lockpick.
Subterfuge dex.
Yes.
Oh. Fucking hell.
Oof. You lose one use of your tools. Take some damage.
Yeah,
You can see no.
that's fair.
I mean, you have opened some locks in your time. You've seen some different locks. I mean, you're not the not a lock connoisseur, but you
Nope.
have your experience with them, right?
Yep.
This lock is intricate as fuck, and you wonder if a DC 25 is enough.
Hmm.
That's how intricate it is.
Ooh.
Well,
Having some trouble?
they're not fucking around, these locks. It's, I mean, I'm pretty good with a lock, but, this is a whole other level, to be honest.
I have no way to remove any sort of magical enhancements to things.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know exactly what we're looking for here, other than snooping.
Yep. Maybe you can try and... How tall is the roof? How high is the roof?
It's 2 floors and it's quite spacious. So we're talking about 10 meters up, probably, at least.
Okay. And is there any ledges or ladders or anything I can see that can possibly lead me to the roof?
Well, each window has a little bit of a ledge. Otherwise, it's just this brick. But there's some climbing plans that kind of like bit into the mortar at certain places. But I mean, it's possible to climb, but quite hard.
I'm gonna look into the well here.
It's water in the well.
As I can see the actual water.
Yeah. It's glittering a little bit by the sun that is rapidly getting closer to sunset.
And if I was to like look down, is it possible to see if like there's a cavern or like it opens at the bottom, or is it just like a straight pit?
Make me a perception intelligence.
I'll try and like cast a. Is that
I'll-
your abilities to light fire and flame? I need to.
Yep.
I need to see.
I'll help. I'll pick up a stick and just kind of
Okay.
flash my hand with it, and it'll burst a flame, and I'll drop it down the well.
Okay. It seems to be a straight hole, at least for where the water kind of edge is up to. Who knows what's underneath, but can't really see that.
What do you think?
I think it's a well, mate.
How very astute of you, Thad.
I mean, you're the one asking what it is, but sure.
No, I didn't ask what it is. I asked what you think. Currently, I mean, Amatia told us earlier that there was a soul told her there was something in the basement. I'm just wondering if there was something way down here. Is all, after all, what it tends to.
You want to try and jump?
Maybe we can go find Hamatia and bring Sol, and maybe Sol can fly down there.
Oh, that's actually a good plan.
I know. That's why I said it.
Well, how about you go ahead and get Hamatia?
All right. You stand guard of the well. I believe in you.
Okay. You go back into the kitchen. In the meantime, some time have passed. There's been some small talk that you have tried to deftly, the very awkward questions. You try to dodge them as best you can, and you've done an okay job. There, some people get a little bit like, for a second, suspicious that you're not saying more, but then your fame is kind of like working as a general shield around you, where they kind of accept some faux pas that you do. But the shattering of a glass holds a dozen conversations, all at once. Lady Fidatov sways slightly, and she motions discreetly for Taltus, that has been kind of there in the background for Marlena, as Hamarti has been for Tatiana. And Taltus seems to immediately notice this kind of discreet gesture that Marlena is doing, and immediately steps forward and kind of takes her hand and lifts her up a little bit and helps her back into the boudoir. She seems to have gotten a dizzy spell.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you should see what's going on there, or...
Does that happen often?
I mean, what are you asking exactly, my lady?
At that point, Nyx comes into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Need to fetch you.
Where's the Nyx?
Nyx is coming.
Don't nix it.
Gotta go that way. Yeah, good.
Oh, there he is. There's the Chad.
I try and get Hamati's attention.
Oh, yes, one moment. We're doing a switch, my lady.
Sure.
Yes.
That needs your help in the garden. Bring your moth.
Are you trying to torture him again?
No, it's not for me. You take your moth. That needs him.
Okay. So you take care of Lady Tatiana.
I'll be here in your stead, I believe.
Okay, make sure no one comes this way.
Okay.
Illyria, the door, again, to the boudoir, crashes open quickly by Taltus, who steps out looking very, very worried, and immediately calls out, Dr. Alistroy, quickly! Doctor, the lady has been poisoned! Suddenly,
What?
Everyone in the room are starting to get dizzy. They drop their glasses, they look to their hands. They're starting to sway in their places, and then in one cue, they're starting to cough blood.
Do I hear this?
Yes,
Oh,
for
shit.
sure. They put their hands to their lips. They're full of blood, their hands. They all fall to their knees, choking, clutching their throats. And one by one, all of the guests of this party falls down on the ground. They retch, cough, squeeze, and twitch, but then eventually go still. There's a scream that echoes through the manor, and then everything flickers, the world grows darker, and when you can see again, everything has changed.
What do you mean?
Oh no.
What do you mean, Bexxy?
Oh boy.
Rapidly, you should be able to see. You can't see.
I can't see shit. Bexxy.
I
Don't
can see
give
my
me the
token.
dark. Yeah, I can see my token.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely for Hamardia and Thad. Everything is pitch black. But Nyx and Illyria see some disturbing changes. And with that, we're gonna end tonight's episode of Curse of Mother Mystery.
I'm gonna light up a flash soul.
Well, we're
So
gonna do that
light.
next time.
Okay, yeah, next time.
Next time.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh boy. I'm outside. I didn't know anything happened. I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah,
No,
and
the
the
whole
world
world
just
outside changed
flickered,
too.
and then everything just became dark for her.
Miserable
It
as
didn't flicker, it
usual.
just like the whole world became dark.
Yeah. Like the sunlight that was scattered in the mist flickered and then just dissipated, and everything just turned pitch black.
Well, fuck.
Yep.